570.
Come make me tell you about the things them way I want, sir. Back in the days when the dancehall used to warm, sir. When Clinton and Lindsay used to bust them, make them want, sir. Whole heap of artists, Clinton bring come up and
Good afternoon and welcome to Reflections with Clinton Lindsay. Glad you could join us this Wednesday afternoon. And we have, as usual, a nice lineup for you. We have a special guest, Wes Rock, the man that mixes country and reggae. Gonna be talking to him. He was in town for the weekend and we were able to capture him for a few minutes and we're gonna be talking to him. Also, we have the South Florida Top 25 chart presented by TC, and we also have the Foundation Radio Network New York Top 30 chart. So we got a lot of good stuff for you, and I'm gonna take our break. But when we come back, we're gonna be coming back with my sit down with the new sensation. He said, the best rock is Wes Rock. So we'll be talking to Wes Rock when we come back right here on Reflections.
Hi, this is Roy Tenny Miller, and I invite you to join me for the next season of Tenny Miller Live on this station, Flexx FM, every Thursday evening between the hours of 6 and 8 p.m. Join me, let's look at issues together and find answers. That's Tenny Miller Live, this and every Thursday afternoon between the hours of 6 and 8 p.m. Join me, let me draw a long bench and talk.
Yes, it's that time of year. It's tax time. Do you know where to get your taxes done? Don't worry. Blair's Management Tax and Accounting Services is the place for you. This is Nigel Blair. With over 26 years of experience in the tax and accounting field, we have what it takes to prepare your taxes the right way and to make sure you take advantages of all your tax deduction and all your tax credits and get you back the maximum amount of refunds possible. So don't delay. Call us today at 954-934-5700. That's 954-934-5700.
come make me tell you about the things them way I want, sir. Back in the days when the dancehall used to warm, sir. When Clinton and Lindsay used to bust them, make them want, sir. Whole heap of artists, Clinton bring come up and
All right, okay. It's a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, and we are live with you. As promised, we have a special guest. He was in town over the weekend, and I was able to capture him and have a nice sit-down conversation with Wes Rock, new sensation right now. He has quite a few good songs out, a good album, and he's one of those guys that changing the face of the music. He's changing the face, mixing reggae with country western. So here is my conversation with Wes Rock this past weekend. Welcome back to Reflections with Clinton Lindsay. And as promised, I told you we're gonna have a very special guest. And this man is very unique. He blends country music with reggae, and he's very popular, doing extremely well on the charts. I want to take the time to welcome Wes Rock. Wes Rock, welcome to Reflections.
Wes Rock, the best rock.
Best rock. Now, in I think by the spring of 2021,
yes,
a record was sent to me by a producer in Jamaica. I think it was Bullpost.
Yes.
And when I heard this record, I said, wow, this is a very unique sound,
Yes.
Mixing of country western with reggae. And right away I jumped on the track and I started playing it, and eventually we met.
Yes.
You came up like August of 2021.
Yes, thereabout.
And we met. When you first came out, you know, the publicity around your sound, you have a lot of PR pieces. And one of the things that I've found quite interested in your PR, you had this dream of being a singer for many years.
For many years, yes.
But at the time you were spending time as a member of the police force.
Right.
Tell us how you made the transition from a police force to a country reggae singer.
Well, you know, the transition was ordained. It was almost like a destiny. You know, the police force for me was a getaway from country.
Oh, it was.
I grew up in, you know, rural St. Catherine, a little district they call Bogwalk.
Oh, Bogwalk, yes. That's where Eric Donaldson is from.
Indeed.
Yes.
And, you know, back in those days, you know, young men want to escape the rural parish because there weren't much job opportunities.
Right.
So the police force was really one of the opportunities then, you know, and I enlisted then, you know, and everything I try to do, I always try to do my best because my mother taught me that.
Yes, yes.
You know, so I was hungry for success and hungry to get out there.
Right.
So I went to Kingston, and the rest was history. You know, I did well in the police force. I served for almost 25 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
And then I decided that, you know, I was well equipped for the world to try something new. You know, I got my master's degree in business. And during the same time, I met my beautiful wife, you know.
Nice.
She was in business already, so I said this would be a good combination. And, you know, after the police force, the pandemic came whilst I was doing well in business. And I decided that, you know, there must be something else I want to do with my life.
But you didn't, even though you spent almost, what, 20 years, 25 years in the police force, did that train you, prepare you for your next adventure in music? Did you learn anything in the police force that would make you a better performer, singer, writer, whatever, anything like that?
Well, indeed, the police force, you know, equips any young man for the world out there to do anything you want. The discipline and the kind of regimental training that you get equip you for life. You know, so that was really a springboard for me. And I knew that before I entered the force. You know, when in fact, the first day when I walked through the doors of Twickenham Park, that's a police
training center.
Yes. I had my guitar in my hand and my little attaché case. So that was symbolic to what life was going to be for me. I was going to be a businessman and then transition into music.
Did you, when you were in the police force, did you get opportunities to entertain your colleagues and...
Yes, and the fact that they saw me with a guitar, I must have been someone who could sing to them. And by then, I had mastered most of the songs of Kenny Rogers.
And why, you know, you wanted to be a singer and a songwriter, you know. Why did you focus on country western?
Well, you know, my life story is from an humble beginning. It's a person who has experienced tremendous struggles, and country music is about stories. It's about the struggles, it's about the life, the journey, you know, that one goes through. So I was very, very enthusiastic about the sound of Matarabi, Kenny Rogers, Charlie Pride, you know, because everyone grew up on country music,
especially in Jamaica.
Yes, in Jamaica. So I really knew I had to really, you know, get onto something that I love, and that could identify me as a person.
You talk about you know, country western in Jamaica. What has been the reception since you launched 2021? Was it what you expected or not what you expected? How would you describe the reception you've been getting since that time?
Well, in a quick nutshell, I would just say it is tremendous.
Tremendous.
You know, the response has been, you know, more than what I've expected.
Nice.
The thing is this, that, you know, I like to do things that are unique and different,
Right.
you know, and I always put my 100 in it, you know, and the folks from my community, when they saw my success in other areas of life, and now I'm doing music, you know, and I put out my first song, which was Looking Back, and they identify me with that song. You know, I suddenly became a hero to them.
To them, right.
You know, and that transitions right across Jamaica, and for the most part, where my music was able to reach across the world, because many people identify the sound, which is a country sound, and they identify the message in the music.
When we look at your videos and just look at your pictures, you have that classy, what Jamaican artists used to be 30, 40, 50 years ago.
Yes.
You know, you're well coordinated.
Yes.
How do you decide what you're gonna wear? How do you who designs your costumes or what you wear? How do you make that decision?
Okay, so I'm in country reggae, so I approach everything from a business point of view, and I felt that if you are in country and reggae, then you have to come up with a look that people are familiar with.
Right.
And so the country look is what many Jamaicans and people across the world would be able to quickly identify. Wow, who is that country boy, you know? And then, of course, you know, when I spoke earlier that I met my wife, she was in fashion. So the combination of her style with mine, you know, cemented.
Yes,
you know,
yes,
so she has a lot to be credited for in terms of how I look.
Even your videos.
Yes.
Your videos not the typical run-of-the-mill videos. You do a lot of location shoots. Yes. Who is behind? Do you have a company that makes your videos, or you participate, direct, get involved with making your videos?
Well, I have a selected few video directors who I always choose from, and these are among the best persons in the business. But of course, I have a 360 global company, which is a music company, which is involved in the whole processing of what I do as a musician. So yes, I do have a selected few video directors.
Now, the last couple of songs I've received from you, you're in collaboration or in combination with younger artists, especially from the dancehall genre. What goes?
Well, you know, as an artist which depicts who I am today, I came in the game a little late. But what is most fundamental and important to me is the message that I want to send. I should say, before I answer the question in full, that I really wanted to be a pastor when I...
A pastor?
Yes. It's about the message. I really want to send a positive message across the world. Because of business and my involvement of almost 25 years of my life in the police force, it wasn't easy for me now to become a pastor. But it is easier for me to be a musician because I can send a message quickly across the world. So I really decided to do music. The collaboration that I'm doing with younger artists is to get into their space, you know, and to have them to come into my space. So I was
thinking the other way around, that you're trying to bring them into your space.
Well, you know, it is vice versa. But once people become interested in what you do, they're going to come into your space.
But let me ask you this though. When you approach, one of the big collaborations you did was with Massacre?
Massacre, yes.
When you approach a Massacre, saying that you want to collaborate, what kind of reaction would he you talking about? Country dancehall? Or what kind of reaction did you get?
The reaction was a favorable one. But he was very curious, and I only go to artists who are of a hope mind to the music biz, who wants to get so big and to increase their listenership across the world. So for Massacre, it was to go into a different area and for him to be viewed differently. Because as a Jamaican artist, Jamaica is not the world. You know, so it means a lot for him. Then the sound that I present and the uniqueness would also give him, you know, some level of importance. This is something that he wants to be a part of.
And that was a big song.
It was a big, it is a big song, and still has a lot of potential to do a lot more.
Now, you talk about, you know, the combination of reggae and country western.
Yes.
And here in this country, you know, the birth of country western, Nashville, Tennessee, and those areas. Do you have any sort of ambition to end up over that side, to work with some of the classic country western artists there?
Well, you know, wherever the music takes me, I will go. Immediately, I can say I look forward in doing some collabs with some real country artists, you know, but...
Give us an idea of an artist or two that you have on your list.
Well, I like Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks.
You know, he's someone that I have come to respect, you know, in the biz. But West Rock wants to be different even from the country star on what they're doing, because if you notice, Nashville is not what Nashville used to be.
Definitely.
They are now, their country music is more modernized. It's more like a little pop, everything. So they're in a transitional state. So I don't necessarily want to emulate what they're doing so much, because that's not going to make me different. But if I incorporate what they're doing, I see where the vision is, and I want to swing with reggae all the way, because as a Jamaican, that's my identity.
True patriot. Okay, we're going to take a look. The song that I was first introduced to, Born a Winner.
Yes.
And I've seen you, I've read, you know, some of the interviews, and you're just describing your life from day one.
From day one.
So we're going to take a look at the video, Born as a Winner. Big tune, #1 all over the place for 2021 for West Rock.
A brilliant child, I never knew all the future holds for me. I can't count all the tears that fall, all the struggles though I worked so hard. I never knew where the day would come when I rise from the ghetto and the slum. Now I'm seeing the rising sun. Now the getters and the riches can't done, 'cause I'm a winner. I was born as a star. I don't need no one tell me who I am. Many try to tear me down, they wanna see me on the ground. But each time they set their trap, they just push me further to the top, 'cause I'm a winner. I was born as a star. I don't need no one to tell me who I am. I'm a winner. I was born as a star. I don't need no one to tell me who I am. Let me tell you about my life, long before my kids and wife. How I grew from rags to riches didn't come by sudden flight. I had to burn the midnight lamp when my friends and my foes them around. Education, my mom used to say, So sad she had passed away. I had to push myself through school. One shirt, one pants and shoes. Now the rest is history. I'm all what a man can be, 'cause I'm a winner. I was born as a star. I don't need no one to tell me who I am. Yes, I'm a winner. I was born as a star. I don't need no one to tell me who I am. See me on the ground, but each time they set their trap, they just push me further to the top, 'cause I'm a winner. I was born as a star. I don't need no one to tell me who I am. I'm a winner. I was born as a star. I don't need no one. Tell me who I am. I'm a winner. I was born as a star. I don't need no one. Tell me who I am. I'm a winner. I was born as a star. I don't need no one. Tell me who I am. I'm a winner.
There you go. Very good video. Now, in your songs and stuff that I've read, you mention a lot about your mom.
Yeah.
In a few minutes, just why is she so special? What you talk about her, you sing about her a lot. Why was she so special?
Well, you know, when you have someone who is the only person you know, you saw her went through the struggles growing up, 9 boys.
9 boys?
9 boys.
And you are the youngest?
I'm the youngest.
You're the youngest.
So you can understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
You know, I've never seen her, you know, without struggling to try to grow 9 boys. And as best as I can remember, she always said to me, have said to me, I'm counting on you.
No.
You know, so she did all what she could for me. You know, I recall when she got her redundancy money because she was a factory worker. And as she got it, she carried me and said, I'm going to buy you a watch.
A watch?
And the name of that watch I still remember, and I can see it.
Was it Timex?
You know, it is actually called Megatron.
Megatron.
Well, that wasn't really a brand name as such, but it meant so much to me.
Right, can I understand
you know,
that?
And out of the little that she had, she really saw me through.
Wow.
You know, and I'm happy that I was able to see her to the last. You know, and I took good care of her, and now it's.
And you pay a lot of tribute to her in your songs.
Yeah, she is fundamental in my life.
Great.
You know?
Good son. You are.
Yeah,
good son.
For real. You know?
What else inspires you when you write? What are some of the outside of your mom? What else inspires you?
Well, first and foremost, you know, I will say that I am blessed and highly favored by the Most High God. You know, some of the inspiration that I get, they're just ordained. They come to me just suddenly. My wife will recall and hear me. As soon as I get a melody, I just tape it. You know, in the weary hours of the morning, I would get my inspiration. They just come from nowhere. Right. You know, and I just have to make the best use of it. And you know, inspiration comes from God. You know, and that's my purpose. You know, to send a positive message to the world, and that's all that I'm interested in.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You know, one of the songs that you're currently on the chart now with a song called Cover Me Jah.
Cover Me Jah.
And this song is constantly played on the radio station here in Florida, WABS.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yes. When I listen to this song, it's kind of unusual to hear someone singing Cover Me Jah in that country western.
In a country
style.
western.
That goes along with what you just said, that you get your inspiration.
Yes.
And another song on that album about Jamaica and of course, going around the island, you see all these conditions and they inspire you. Now I got this new one, another collaboration with Lali.
Yes, Lali.
Tell us about this new song.
Well, you know, in Jamaica, Lali is the most trending artist now, and also doing well on the international scene. And again, it is about fulfilling my main objective, and that is to really get into different spaces, you know, the young artist space, because somebody has to really teach them. Somebody has to provide a reference for them of what is good, you know. And I do well with these persons because I try to relate to them in the best way I can and give them a positive side of life. You know, the name of the track is There a Party?
Is There a Party?
It is summer coming up, and a lot of people want to get a song that they can, you know, keep them going.
And I know for most artists I've spoken to in the last 2 years during the pandemic, they were just home writing songs. Going who has vault, we just go into the vault and pick up song. And how did you occupy yourself during the pandemic?
Well, you know, I did a similar thing. I have been writing. I had written a lot of songs during that time. I put it in my vault just the same. But I was also in studio almost every day because you know I had to catch up on time. And
so you really do feel you're behind time. You really feel that, you know, you started out late.
Yes,
that's obvious. But do you feel you have to catch up to this generation?
Well, you know, the business is very fluid.
Yes, very much. You know.
It is very natural for me to have a tendency to want to think that, well, I need to catch up on some things. But because I come with a sense of uniqueness, and I'm different, and I have a positive message. Nobody's doing that much. You know, there are several, and I lift my hat to
capture this genre. This genre, it's all yours. Nobody's doing it. Know that the industry is opening, you know, day by day, little at a time. What are your plans for the immediate future? You know, you have all these festivals coming into Jamaica. Are you gonna be on any of them?
Well, you know, I'm going to be on some fests. So for all the fans that are out there, look out for West Rock.
And that's July 18th to the 22nd, I think?
The 22nd, right? Right. 22nd. And on the Saturday, I'll be on stage.
Nice. That's a major exposure, my friend.
Night. Yes.
Nice. And of course, you know, as time goes on, you'll be coming back to the US to do shows and all of that.
Well, I really look forward to be able to dominate this space because I have a lot of fans over here who are depending on me.
Yes.
So I really want to get close to them and to show my appreciation.
Yes. And you can take this moment now to say hello and show your appreciation to the many fans that have supported you in the last year. Because, you know, seriously, after 45 years in this business, your rise to the top is one of the shortest I've ever seen.
Yeah? Okay, great.
Not even a good year.
Yes.
And you are on top of the chart, on top of the world. So take this opportunity to just thank people who have supported you over the past 11 months.
Yeah, you know it's West Rock. I was born as a brilliant child, you know that. West Rock wants to bring up all the fans wherever you are across the world, you know, the USA, you name it. West Rock wants to tell you, I appreciate the love that you share. And I want you to continue supporting West Rock music all the way. You know, for Facebook, Instagram, it is WESROK all the way. And on Twitter, it is West Rock 876. So go and check out my latest single, Larley and West Rock. It's a party time. Is there a party out somewhere? I just want to know. Work is over and I just want to have some fun.
Nice. I'm sure they really appreciate it. Listen, time has run out on us, and I want to thank you very much. And whenever you come back to South Florida, brethren, just always link me up.
Yes, of course. You know, Sir Clinton.
Yes, we will definitely. I would love to one day. I don't do much emceeing work.
Yes.
I'm afraid of the stage in that way, but they have a lot of professional people here in Florida, but I would love to see you being introduced on a stage with thousands of your fans in front of you.
Yes, the day will come.
The day will come. All right, so this is Reflections with Clinton Lindsay. I want to thank my special guest, Mr. West Rock, for passing through. Gonna take another break. When we come back, it will be time for the South Florida Top 25 with TC.
West Rock.
As a boy I used to sing along my country road, playing my guitar and being my own star. I remember all the people as they gather all around, making me a hero of their own. A poor country boy, that's all I used to be. Now look how life has changed. I'm not the same today. A poor country boy has grown into a man, and I'll never forget those country days. I remembered my mama and what she used to say. Son, don't rush to anything, just take your own sweet way. Life is what you make it, don't waste it all away. Remember there's tomorrow, so don't live only for today. A poor country boy, that's all I used to be. Now look how life has changed, I'm not the same today. A poor country boy has grown into a man, and I'll never forget those country days. Now that I'm a grown man, I've traveled the world around. People of all races, they know me by my name. As I sing my song of melodies and the people gather round, my mind went back to my old country town. A poor country boy, that's all I used to be. Now look how life has changed, I'm not the same today. A poor country boy has grown into a man, and I'll never forget those country days. West Rock. West Rock. Boy, that's all I used to be. Now look how life has changed, I'm not the same today. A poor country boy has grown into a man, and I'll never forget those country days. A poor country boy, that's all I used to be. Now look how life has changed, I'm not the same.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed that interview with the best rock, West Rock. Very interested. I like the fact that he honors his mom. Mom is always special, and enjoy that. So I hope you enjoyed it too, West Rock. And one of the things he said in the interview, he has been picked up to be on the international night at Reggae Sumfest in July in Montego Bay. For someone who just broke, I would say less than a year, 10, 11 months, and to be on Sumfest, that's a great achievement. So congratulations, West Rock, and I hope you will just do your best. All right, so gonna take another break, and when we come back, we're gonna be coming back with the South Florida Top 25 Songs presented by TC. So stay tuned to Reflections with Clinton and Lindsay right here on Flexx FM TV. I'll be back.
Yes, it's that time of year. It's tax time. Do you know where to get your taxes done? Don't worry. Blair's Management Tax and Accounting Services is the place for you. This is Nigel Blair. With over 26 years of experience in the tax and accounting field, we have what it takes to prepare your taxes the right way and to make sure you take advantages of all your tax deduction and all your tax credits and get you back the maximum amount of refunds possible. So don't delay. Call us today at 954-934-5700. That's 954-934-5700.
Come make me tell you about the things them way I want, sir. Back in the days when the dancehall used to warm, sir. When Clinton Lindsay used to bust and make them want, sir. Whole heap of artists Clinton bring come up and me.
Okay. All right. So now we're gonna take a look at the top 25 songs on the South Florida Reggae chart presented by TC. Here we go.
Thank you, Mr. Lindsay. We're here once again another week to give you the South Florida top 25 most played reggae songs. Hey, guess what? I'm yours through TC from Flexx TV, and here are your top 20 most played songs in South Florida.
Coming in at number 25 this week, it's The Wranglin' with Dean Fraser, Ernie Wranglin, featuring Big Youth. Number 24, Love Salute by Taurus Riley. Checking in at number 23 this week, Where You Gone, Coco T. Number 22, this one is brand new, Queen by Nadine Sutherland. Number 21, So I Can Love You by Novelty. Number 20, Don't Let Go, Ginger. Checking in at number 19 this week, Turn Up the Music, Anthony B. Number 18 on the chart, Diamonds in the Sun, Tanya Stevens, Cedella Marley, and Diana King. Number 17, Minano, Shaggy. Number 16 this week, Ja Is In My Corner, Black Ayama, featuring Kabaka Pyramid. Number 15, Saving All My Love For You by King Bunton. Number 14 this week, My Best Boy Close to You by Joanna Marie. Checking in at number 13, Cover Me Ja by West Rock. Number 12, Sweet Vibration, Empress Unique. Checked in at number 11 this week, Get Up and Dance by Al Anthony. And now, here's a synopsis of the top 10 most played song on the South Florida Top 25 Reggae Chart. After spending 12 weeks on the chart last week, it checked in at number 8, moved 2 places down the chart to number 10 this week. It's Kirill Jacobs with Easy On Me.
Listen, there ain't no gold in this river that I've been walking.
was number 11 last week, moved 2 places up the chart to number 9 this week. It's Kashif Lindo with See You in Your Arms, the remake on the Heavy Beat record label.
Since I went my way, all I've been seeing are some rainy days, no sunshine, and I'm not too proud to say I heard you, girl, that was weighing heavy on my mind. Oh yeah.
After spending 12 weeks on the chart, stays at the number 1 spot for 3 consecutive weeks in a row. Checked in at number 6 last week, moved 2 places down the chart to number 8 this week. It's Ed Robinson with All Night Long on the Reggae Global Entertainment record label. This next song was number 9 last week, moved 2 places up the chart to number 7 this week. It's Import Corruption by Paul Elliott on the Stronger Productions record label. This song's peak position was number 3 last week. It checked in at number 3. This week it moved 3 places down the chart to number 6 this week. It's Burning Spear with Mommy on the Burning Spear Music record label.
Mommy get lay off, filling out application, don't mean you might get that call. It's a long line waiting to get that call.
Here is a steady mover. After spending 9 weeks on the chart last week, it checked in at number 7, moved places up the chart to number 5 this week. It's Sugar with Dear Mr. Government on the Penthouse record label.
Argument done.
Hello, Mr. Government. This is a call from the ghetto. Please don't forget, say poor people elect you. Things down here is not so great, but we are try hold the faith with we empty plates.
This next song has been holding steady on the chart. It checked in at number 4 last week, still holding the number 4 spot this week. It's the Marley Brothers with a song entitled Cornerstone on the Ghetto Youths International record label. This next song has been taking its way up the chart. It was number 5 last week, moved 2 places up the chart to number 3 this week. It's TikTok, I'm Coming by Ezron on the Tots record label. After spending 13 weeks on the chart, checked in at number 2 last week, still holding down the number 2 spot this week. It's Valley by Richard Stevens on the Boom Rich Productions record label.
Valleys will teach you lessons that hilltop knows nothing about. Lay there and listen carefully. You know who wanna get you out. You know your friends, then when you're caught up in adversity,
That's at the college where your knowledge grew extensively. Cause in the school we never learned physiology. Said that the heart are the dirtiest part of the body.
And now, here is your number one song for this week on the South Florida Top 25 Reggae Chart. After spending 11 weeks on the chart, this song checked in at number one last week, still holding the number one spot this week. It's You Make Me Feel, brand new by Leroy Sibbles and Marcia Griffiths on the Bright Beam Production record label.
I'll never find the words, my love, to tell you how I feel, my love. Mere words could not explain. Precious love, you filled my life within your hand. Created everything I am. Taught me how to live again.
Only you, care when I needed a friend, believing me through thick and thin. This song is for you, filled with gratitude and love. God bless you. You make me feel brand new. 'Cause God bless me with you.
There you have it. For the second consecutive week in a row, the brand new song, which has been speaking into being by the legends, who is Mr. Leroy Sibbles and Marcia Griffiths. You Make Me Feel, brand new. Hey, that's a brand new number one for the second week in a row. I like it. I like it a lot. Hey, guess what? Keep it locked. We'll be right back with the Foundation Radio Network Top 30 Reggae Chart Countdown right here on Reflection with Clinton Lindsay.
Okay, thank you very much, TC. And again, congratulations to Leroy Sibbles and Marcia Griffiths for number one for the second week. And the South Florida Top 25. And we're not gonna waste any more time. Let's go straight into the New York Top 30 Countdown. TC, it's all yours.
Welcome back. It's now time to take a look at the Foundation Radio Network Reggae Chart Countdown. It's the countdown of 30 of the most played songs right here in the boroughs of New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, it is compiled by the veteran broadcaster, Mr. Clinton Lindsay. Now here's a look at the 30 most played songs in New York City.
Checking in at number 30 this week, a brand new entry. It's entitled When You Love by Lukie D. Checking in at number 29 this week, Who Cares by Keith Cole. Number 28, Attention Seeker, Bunny Lai Lai. Number 27, Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood by Sidella Morley. 26, Bad For Me, Sophia Brown. Number 25, Extra Classy Girl by Mr. D. 24, It Is No Secret, Derek Scott. Number 23 on the chart, Body Move by King Jazzy. Number 22, Baby, Don't Do It, No I Know, Glenn Washington. Number 21 this week, Where You Gone by Coco T. Number 20, Golden Spoon Maroon by Yusuf Afari. Number 19, Money Over Life, Sunshade. Number 18 this week on the chart, She's Taken Already, Philip Fraser with Scaramouche. Number 17, My Best Boy, Close to You by Joanna Marie. Number 16, My Brethren, Make It Easy on Yourself by Donna V. Number 15 this week on the chart, I'm Happy by Mary Isaac. Number 14, Turn Up the Music, Anthony B. Number 13 this week on the chart is Mommy by Burning Spear. Number 12, Forever Young by Timmy Love. Number 11, Saving All My Love for You by King Bonton. And now, here's a synopsis of the top 10 most played songs on the Foundation Radio Network Top 30 Reggae Chart. After spending 11 weeks on the chart last week, it checked in at number 6, moved 4 places down the chart to number 10 this week. It's Next to Me by Bushman on the Big Feed record label.
Tired of this long distance relationship, it's getting to my head, Lord. And I'm tired of FaceTime and video talking. I need to be my bed, Lord.
This next song checked in at number 13 last week, moved 4 places up the chart to number 9 this week. It's Minanu by Shaggy on the Ranch Records record label. Was number 11 last week, moved 3 places up the chart to number 8 this week. It's Import Corruption by Paul Elliott on the Stronger Productions record label. Here's a song that's moving. It has spent 9 weeks on the chart, was number 9 last week, moved 2 places up the chart to number 7 this week. It's Dear Mr. Government by Sugar on the Penthouse record label.
Hello, Mr. Government. This is a call from the ghetto. Please don't forget that poor people elect you. Things down here is not so great, but we are trying to hold the faith with empty plates.
After spending 10 weeks on the chart, simply mean Ja is definitely watching over this one. Checked in at number 8 last week, moved 2 places up the chart to number 6 this week. It's Ja is in My Corner. Black I Am featuring Kabaka Pyramid.
The buckle rap win again. Rastafari live. Even when the battlefield get crowded, we don't have no fear, no. We don't fear them. When the enemy surround me, Jah will be there, yeah. When the tackling get rowdy and them play unfair, oh. Babylon not try to build around me, Jah will be there. Jah is in my corner.
This song won't let go off this spot. It checked in at number 5 last week. Still number 5 this week. It's Don't Let Go by Ginger on the Nature's Way Entertainment record label.
Whenever you find someone who really loves you, baby, don't let go. Don't let go. Whenever you find someone who will rush to your knees, baby, don't let go. Don't let go.
This This one has spent 12 weeks on the chart. Its peak position was number 2 last week. This week it is number 4. It's All Night Long by Ed Robinson on the Reggae Global Entertainment record label. After spending 12 weeks on the chart, this song still feel like a new entry. It was number 3 last week, still hold the number 3 spot this week. It's You Make Me Feel, brand new by Leroy Sibbles and Marcia Griffiths on the Bright Beams record label. This song has been on the chart for 11 weeks. Last week it checked in at number 4. Moved 2 places up the chart to number 2 this week. It's Cornerstone by the Marley Brothers on the Ghetto Youth International record label. And now, here is your number 1 song for this week on the Foundation Radio Network Top 30 Reggae Chart. When this song hit the number 1 spot for the first time, I asked the question, can this song hold the number 1 spot continuously? Well, here's the proof in the pudding. Spending 15 weeks on the chart, last week it checked in at number 1 for the 4th consecutive week. This week, for the 5th week in a row, here is your number 1 song. It's Valley by Richard Stevens on the Boom Rich Productions record label.
Lessons that Hilltop knows nothing about. Lay there and listen carefully. You know who wanna get you out. Just know your friends them when you're caught up in adversity. That's at the college where your knowledge grew extensively. Cause in a school we never learned in physiology. Said that the heart are the dirtiest part of the body. But when you got blessed, you know that it make you fearless. Yes, sir. I know I'm not walking alone. He's walking beside me. God is my fortress. Cause when you got blessed, there is no weakness. No why. Right now I'm mightier than ever. The more them fight me on the stronger I get.
Violence will teach you lessons that Hilltop knows nothing about.
Right here is more effective, yes, than cussing people and running your mouth. Stay firm, maintain your happiness. Keep them talking and let it come out. Some will hate you from the cradle to the grave. They'll attack you and defeat you like a slave. Remember when they killed my son outside my gates? They tried to drive the man, but in God I put my faith.
There you have it. For the 5th consecutive week, Valley by Richard Stevens. Hold up. Did I speak that into being? I asked the question, can Richie hold the number 1 spot for a couple of weeks? He's over a month right now. Congratulations, Mr. Stevens, on having the number 1 song for 5 weeks in a row. Valley by Richie Stevens. Congratulations once again. It has been my pleasure to count down the 30 most played song in the boroughs of New York City. And don't forget, we'll do it all over again next week. Can he hold the number 1 spot? Hey, I really don't know. He proved it to us that he can. Anything is possible. Hey, it's Reflection with Clinton Lindsay. I'm yesterday TC. See you guys next week on The Countdown.
Okay, TC, only time will tell if Richie can do it for another week. And guys, that's it for this week's episode, I'll call it, of Reflections with Clinton and Lindsay. Want to thank West Rock for taking some time out to sit down and talk with us. Next week, we'll have another guest, and you enjoy the rest of the week. Until next week, you take care, and you keep it locked to Flexx FM TV. Until then, may the good Lord bless and keep you. Bye.
Yes, it's that time of year. It's tax time. Do you know where to get your taxes done? Don't worry. Blair's Management Tax and Accounting Services is the place for you. This is Nigel Blair. With over 26 years of experience in the tax and accounting field, we have what it takes to prepare your taxes the right way and to make sure you take advantages of all your tax deduction and all your tax credits and get you back the maximum amount of refunds possible. So don't delay. Call us today at 954-934-5700. That's 954-934-5700.
Come make me tell you about the things them way I want, sir. Back in the days when the dancehall used to warm, sir. When Clinton Lindsay used to bust them, make them want, sir. Whole heap of artists, Clinton bring them up and